Hi everyone, this is Nadina. I am a child development specialist, Beachbody coach, mom, most importantly, and I'm coming to you with some tips and ideas to get your children to communicate with you. So I have some notes down here so that I've just got a lot to tell you about this, so I wanted to be able to refer to my notes. So first of all, the very, very, very important thing, I'm a mess today, on this is to listen to your children, just to really listen to them and talk when they want to talk. You've got to watch for those clues. So they'll come, they're cues that they're giving you. They'll come to you and just kind of start talking. You've got to put that phone down. You've got to listen to them. You got to talk to them on their time, because if you just go to them and say, oh, let's talk about this certain issue or whatever, you're going to lose them. They're going to be all, oh. So you've got to remember to, if they come to you and they say, they're not going to come and say, Mom, Dad, I really want to talk to you about this, unless it's something huge then. But they're going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, did you know that so-and-so at school today, or blah, blah, blah. And that's when you really have to just turn it off, whatever you're doing, the laundry, the dishes, your phone, whatever you're doing, and turn it off and listen to them and talk to them. Watch for their cues and kind of just use, there's kind of like a 50% rule. Like you're probably, if you're trying to get them to do something or say something, you're probably doing and saying 50% more than you should, because really the bottom line comes down to, sometimes you just have to shut up about it, because I know you think that you are just saying it and saying it and saying it and things aren't happening, but it is processing. It just, especially in boys, takes a little bit more time for them to actually get it through. Sometimes boys especially will need a little bit more concrete examples of what they need to do. So for instance, if you want them to clean their room and you go to their room and you're saying, look at this room. This room is a mess, Well, they're looking at, they don't see that. They don't see what you're seeing. They're just like, well, what? It's fine. Everything, I still have clothes in my drawer, So you've really got to be concrete with them. You've got to use specific examples. You've got to walk around that room. You've got to pick up their things, that game stuff or toys or clothes or whatever it is that you are seeing that you want picked up, and then give them some time to process that, because maybe the next time they'll understand that when you say, like, this is how I want this done, then they'll do it. Another thing with especially boys, sometimes girls like to kind of sit and chat and stuff like that, but especially boys, they are not ones in general to just sit down and say, hey, I'm going to be face to face with you and we're just going to talk. They're more so going to be like spatial learners, where you want to be doing something. You want to be, just shoot some basketball with them and then strike up a conversation, or take a walk, or, whatever it is. Yes, you're going to catch them in the car. You're going to, you hear this all the time, and it is a good idea to be in the car with them sometimes maybe even take them somewhere where not everybody else is with you, like purposely take one child with you or whatever. But you also, again, have to catch, these certain times without lecture of trying to get them to open up and get them to talk. Let's see. So, and when they come to you initiating conversation, the first thing that you need to do is turn off that parent alarm, because your parent alarm, first and foremost, is to be like just jumping on them. So you want to make sure that you're using conversation with them and not pointing fingers and not telling them exactly, what they're doing wrong, and use I statements. I would like for you to listen to what I'm saying. I would like this to happen, or whatever. Acknowledge what they are doing right too. Like, you're so good at this. You're so great at this. And what I'd like to see also is, not so much, but, more so. And I would also like to see this happen. Also try to set the expectations of what it is that you want. So if they're asking, can I go to a game or go to a party after the game or something like that, set your expectations and say, well, I expect to have a phone call when you get to the party so that I know that you're there and know that you're safe, and keep things. You don't have to be, some kids are like, well, nobody else has to call their parents. Nobody else has to check in every 5 seconds. They do. I assure you, most of them do, but they just don't, they're not going to announce it. Oh, I got to call my mom. I got to text my mom right now, guys, right? So assure them that their friends do have to do that. It's just that it doesn't have to be made into a big deal. It doesn't have to be that you just want a quick, just a quick text. I'm doing good, whatever. And when your children, no matter what age they are, if they're teens or if they're smaller or whatever, but please let your kids know that that you're happy for them when they come to you about something and they're, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not catching the comments down there. I've still got this on regular mode because the landscape mode is kind of a little bit funky today with it being kind of the first day of that. So if you retype that, I might see it. But be happy for your kids. Just be happy for them no matter what's happening, no matter what's going on. Because if your kids are happy, you should be happy. So just be happy for them and show that you care and that you really, that you're listening to stuff, because your kids are going to come to you and they're going to complain about, oh, so-and-so did this today. Especially girls, will do this, this person did this today and you'd never believe what, blah, blah, blah. Well, don't attack their friends. So that's very important too, is to be careful that you're not attacking their friends because although they're mad at their friend today, tomorrow they're going to be best friends again. So you don't want to look like you're wrong and saying, oh, I know, oh, she's terrible, she always does that, blah, blah, blah. Teach your kids that people should treat them with respect, but they don't have to be where they're being attacked, their friends feel attacked or whatever, that you have put them down or whatever, because I'm sure your friends, for the most part, your children, for the most part, are making good choices of friends, and they're watching your interactions with your friends and family members and everything, so they learn from that every day. Another, just a quick little point here, but is be the parent. Don't be the teen. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, they try to connect with their kids by acting cool or trying to be talking to their kids about inappropriate things, or talking with their friends, trying to be the cool mom or whatever, and talking with their friends about things that are inappropriate or things that are not making you the parent, you the adult, you the mom. And so don't try to be their friend, just be the parent here. So, kids, you got to remember what they're thinking when they are talking about, when they want to talk to you. They're thinking like, oh, my mom's going to embarrass me. It's horrible. So just try to remember that. Try to keep that in mind. And remember, they don't have the same problem solving skills and logic as you do. So, I've got somebody here to see me here. One of my Beachbody coaches are here to chat with me, and so I'm really gonna have to turn this off, but I pretty much got all my points in here. So if anybody has anything else that you want to see, please follow me. Hopefully you're catching this all on the rebroadcast. I'm going to be coming to you every day with some kind of topic that I can help out with. But thanks for being here today, and we will talk to you guys soon.